morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you oh so deliciously. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads. You're delicious and bright. Yes, they are, aren't they, my delicious little babies? Now then, it's 10 to 10 a.m. in our old England, my delicious little babies. Now then, it's a little bit milder today. It was rather chillier yesterday. We have got a grey sky, so there's no change there. And it's dry but damp. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, it may differ in other parts of the old UK, so, you know, I hope you've got better weather than we have in Brummyland, my delicious little babies. And, of course, wherever you are in the world, okay? And I hope that you're all super duper well and that life is treating you most deliciously, okay? And sending peace, love, harmony and bright blessings to each and every one of you. May your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected, okay? So I'm saying it all now, okay? And wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon or evening, you only get one life. So please have a super duper and delicious time, okay? Now then, so what have I got for you this morning? Now there's something that I wanted to say to you some days ago, and I completely forgot actually to say this, my delicious little babies. Now then, somebody had put up a very short video. It's around 7 minutes long on old YouTube, my delicious little babies, of, oh, God bless him. May you rest in peace, dear Peter. Peter Lynch, who was in our England, old England, my delicious little babies, and very sadly, well, he's not alive anymore, my delicious little babies. Now, for most of you, you will know who Peter Lynch is. But there's something that caught my attention. Okay, my delicious little babies, and I completely forgot to say it because I was too busy talking about other things now. But if you looked at, because somebody was filming, you know, when his hearse was going in, God bless his beautiful dear little soul, and then they were filming, so, you know, where his coffin was in the hearse, God bless his dear little soul. May he rest in peace. I'm sure he will not until he sees justice. Anyway, my delicious little babies, God love him. But then the limousines behind it, and there's something, there we are, that I clocked. My delicious little babies. Now then, for most in our old England, you will know that limousines look a lot more modern. My delicious little babies, they usually fit 7 in. Anyway, my delicious little babies. Well, these two limos, I noticed they were Ford. My delicious little babies. So these were Ford limousines. Now, in all the years, okay, I mean, I'm not talking about, you know, when I should have paid attention or something, you know, over the decades, okay? But I've never seen, myself, personally, a Ford limousine. But there were 2 of them, my delicious little babies, okay? I also noticed that there was, where you see all of the green with the grass, that somebody had gathered up leaves, okay, my delicious little babies, in like one particular spot, okay, my delicious little babies. It was the way that I've seen it was an unusual place to gather up leaves. Okay, so I spotted that. I just thought I'd mention it to you, my delicious little babies. But look at that. Ford limousines. And God bless his beautiful dear little soul. Not in that way, not in that way. What did he end up going somewhere else for, my delicious little babies? Okay, that doesn't mean no. To do with free speech, my delicious little babies, if you follow me. Okay. So that should never have happened. All he was doing was speaking up, not only for himself and his dear little family, but for all of us in England, my delicious little babies. Do you know what I mean? It was just most unusual to see 2 Ford limousines, my delicious little babies. okay? I just sort of mention it. There's just a reason, there we are, why I've mentioned it, okay, my delicious little babies. I actually happened to do a video a long time ago to do with Ford. Anyway, my delicious little babies, now then, now, here we go. So we've got the first one, my delicious little babies, okay? This uploader is still on 40.7 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies. So his number does not seem to be moving at the moment, my delicious little babies. I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is, my delicious little babies. Okay, just echoed it out. Now then, this is on BitChute, my delicious little babies, the search engine of your choice, and I do advertise him, God bless. But like I say, with anybody not in that way, not in that way, okay? If you could please and thank you, type in truth, space, nation, space, mag, space, bitter, space, truth. Okay, my delicious little babies, in space, space bar, BitChute. And then you should have reached your destination. The video should read, okay, this is his latest one on BitChute, my delicious little babies. We are being fooled. Oh, yes, I totally agree with that, Mag. On this side of the earth, okay, my delicious little babies. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? We are being fooled on this side of the earth. Yes, my delicious little babies. Now, what he's actually talking about as well, it's all to do with, you know, like, you know, when you go into the, these places, you know, what they call hospitals. Okay, my delicious little babies. And of course, you know, they could either give you salt water or sugar water, my delicious little babies. But of course, where do we keep continuously hearing, which we have, my delicious little babies, that doesn't mean no. Where have we continuously kept hearing that, you know, salt is bad for us, my delicious little babies? Well, I've always said nobody would want to come to my place who preaches this crock of shark. Do you see what I mean? Because I pile in the salt. Because our bodies need salt, my delicious little babies, and I'm done saying it long time, there we are, for years. Do you see what I mean, okay? So nobody should have to go to hospital now to go and get salt water, do you know what I mean, when they're more than capable of doing it at home, my delicious little babies. He also discusses, you know, about pop a pill, okay? Now, his video is, that doesn't mean no, 49 minutes something, okay, my delicious little babies. Keep up the excellent work, my bitter truth, sorry, okay, I've no need to stumble there, okay? Keep up the excellent work, Mag. Do you know what I mean? Okay? Because he's done saying it. And of course, you know, I'll repeat again, you know, when he was classed as, you know what I mean? This is just that I say, my delicious little babies, where he classed as being yampy. No, because it's all been proved true, hasn't it, my delicious little babies? Do you see what I mean? Okay, he's just done saying it. And if you was ever to look at his videos over the years, which I have, okay, he talks about everything from cloning to everything, my delicious little babies. And I'm convinced, there we are, I am convinced of this. Okay, and of course I've known for years now that, you know, I'm convinced that we are all, there we are, cloned. And that doesn't mean no, my delicious little baby's just got an itch. Okay, so I'm convinced of it. Because what do they do when we're born? Do you know what I mean? They take a little bit here and a little bit there. And of course, over the decades, they do different things now, isn't it? So I'm 51. So what would have taken place when I was born? My delicious little babies, do you see what I mean? Okay. And of course, at the time, for most mama and papa bears, they do not know, do they? You know, they just, you know, trot off to hospital, you know, again, doesn't mean no. And, you know, because at the end of the day, they want to feel as safe as possible. I'll repeat that again, safe as possible, okay? To be in the hands of what do they call them? Professionals, are they? My delicious little babies, is that what you call them? Okay, my delicious little babies. So, you know, and let's not forget Dolly the sheep. Oh, God bless, poor little sheep. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? So, I happen to be very much into all of this kind of thing now. Do you see what I mean? But if I was to talk to, and I have been, there we are, for years, but if I was to talk to others, okay, for most, they just don't listen to me. And I mean, God bless them, because they don't want to believe. Do you see what I'm saying? Which I do understand, okay? But the more and more, there we are, you go deeper into it, okay? The more, there we are, it makes perfect sense. It's like, I can see, I'm not talking about twins. I'm not talking about, you know, anything like this now, or triplets or quadruplets, or do you know what I mean? I'm talking about, I've seen in my decades, whether I've travelled abroad or, you know, even in England, and then I've seen where two can look, there we are, identical from completely different families, okay? But for some reason, unknown reason, there we are, they look identical. It's really strange what I'm saying to you. It's not strange to myself, but it probably comes across as strange. There we are, what I'm saying. But it's actually not. Do you see what I mean? Okay. Anyway, nobody will ever be myself. Do you know what I mean? And for many, I've been told over the years, ones have said, it's only a figure of speech, my delicious babies. They said, well, when you was born, Carla, they broke the mould. Do you know what I mean? There we are, my delicious little babies, do you say? Anyway, so that's the first video, and that doesn't mean no. So let's just have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. Now then, so I was listening to some videos this morning, so I've already listened to our mag. Again, I don't need to stumble there, and I'm not changing my video. God bless him. May he keep up, like I say, the excellent work. While I was in my juicy little shower. And, of course, then I came out because I got myself, you know, all dressed and everything. And, yeah, videos are coming up, and that doesn't mean another itch. And what's coming up on my feed on YouTube, my delicious little babies, you're seeing other uploaders. They all have different numbers with subscribers, God bless them. But there's this one where she says about her seasonal job, and that ones are coming up to her and saying that, well, God bless them, that they do not want to live anymore, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? There seems to be this awful blanket of depression. Now then, there was another one, so I listened to a bit of that, my delicious little babies. Now there was another one, and I never clicked on this one, where she said she seems rather depressed, because she said that she'd wish that she never had, these are pretty young, by the way, as well. I'll probably say early 20s, my delicious little babies. Saying that, you know, she wished that she'd not had an awakening. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? Well, I mean, come on. So, you know, I've got an answer to this, my delicious little babies, okay? Because for myself, over the decades, even ever before I was a reader, you know, I used to have a number who used to come to me. There we are, both man and woman, with different problems in their lives, you know. And I just happened to give, there we are, the best advice that I could, okay? Anyway, but when I had my awakening, I'm going back flipping decades now. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Because I always knew there was something else. There we are. It's really hard for me to explain what I'm saying. But I never seen it as negative. How I seen it was, there we are, it was most positive. So by myself having an awakening, there we are, I can help others. So that's why I never clicked on that video. No disrespect to the uploader, but there we are. I found that to be very negative, and I'm not even going to entertain any type of video like that, because I don't want to hear it. Instead of getting all depressed about it, embrace it. There we are. Embrace it. That's the word to use. And stop flipping damn well coming on the flipping damn well video. There we are. And moaning about it. Because I know others, especially when I used to go to meditation in circle, yes, where for the life of them, God bless them, they really struggled to find a way to meditate. So even in a circle, they were struggling with it. They were either fidgeting around or kept opening their eyes and looking around, and you know what I mean? They really struggled with that. So there were ones out there, okay, in our old England and around the world, who at the end of the day, they would absolutely love, there we are, to embrace this. Do you see what I mean? But they just do not know how. Do you see? So that's why I never even clicked on it. I thought, you're just negative. Stop moaning and start, there we are, start dealing with it now. Do you know what I mean? Like the rest of us who have, there we are, these abilities. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm very grateful and thankful for my abilities. There we are, can well assure everybody of that. Do you see what I mean? Yes, but this is what we're going through. So there's so much depression. There's so much what's going on in the world that for many, God love them, they cannot keep up. Do you know what I mean? Because we're having bang, 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 everything flipping thrown at us, including the kitchen sink, my delicious little babies, do you say? Now then, I want to discuss something. So I was listening to a video yesterday. I will not say what video it is. Anyway, they're well up on it. Anyway, my delicious little babies, I can well assure everybody of that. So I was listening to this video and I was sat there listening, as you do. Okay, and somebody came to me, God love him, God bless his dear little soul, okay? And he was a business gentleman in his own right, my delicious little babies, okay? So, and he had his own company, you know, and there we are. And he was this superb gentleman, not in that way, okay? And for myself, you know, I happen to know the beautiful, dear family, there we are, very well, okay? And I have done for years, okay? Well, he came in front of me, okay? And so did his beautiful mum, you know, Mama Bear. God bless her beautiful, dear little soul, okay? So she came in front of me. And guess who else came in front of me, my delicious little babies? You're never going to flipping believe this now. Only Mr. Gaddafi, you know, of Libya. My delicious little babies. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, there we are. Okay, my delicious little babies. And it happened to be when I was listening, there we are, to this particular video yesterday evening, my delicious little babies. Anyway, so I thought, yes, that's the first time, there we are, that has ever happened. Now, I have actually had, many years ago, another celebrity's mum, there we are, who came to me, my delicious little babies, okay? And I did actually give information to who's, you know, with the mum who's her son, basically, okay? And I did give, there we are, that information, okay? And it was very interesting, that was, at that time, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean, okay? So I was just, all I was doing was giving, there we are, the message, you know, the messages, sorry, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So, yeah, so over time now, there we are, I do get this sometimes, yes, but I've never ever had, there we are, Mr. Gaddafi. Now, for those of you who will know, because for many of you, you will, there will still be some who, you know, they do not follow politics or anything, okay, who are not really familiar with this. But yeah, he come to a very sad passing, my delicious little babies, no thanks to we know who. Okay, my delicious little babies, see stumbling there, and the little lackeys, do you know what I mean? Anyway, and what he wanted to do was turn, there we are, everything around. But of course, the Tard, God bless, was against him. And anything good that he'd done in his country, it could be well assured now, as soon as he'd passed, God bless him, there we are, was undone. Okay, my delicious little babies, so we're done knowing about this now, yes. But it was very interesting how he came to me, and this is why I'm doing my video so early, my delicious little babies, because I want to make sure, there we are, that this is out. And it was to do with a particular video, okay? Because he's never done it before. He came right to me like this, as if to say, Carla, there's something. Do you see what I mean? In that video. There we are, okay? Now, what I also want to talk about is this business with, because I've still got 2 other videos to mention, my delicious little babies, but I want to be done mentioning this now then. So, of course, with this spying business, I do believe it's got to have been about a couple of years. And what it all started from, I've been working this out, okay, my delicious little babies, because I cannot spare a thought of whatever else it can be. Now, it must be the videos that I've been doing, because this month will be 3 years on the 19th of December that I've been doing YouTube videos, my delicious little babies, okay? But over the 3 years, yes, I have been giving out, like I do, as a little hobby, give out information. That's all I do, and I do readings, as anybody knows. And thank you to anybody once again. Thank you for any views, any likes, or if anybody finds the information that I give out, they are very interesting or informative. And please, if you can, with these videos, please pass them on. Do you see what I mean? Please and thank you. Anyway, let's get back to the matter in hand. So somebody seems to be following, and any messages, comments that I happen to put. And this been going on, there we are, long time. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes, okay. And especially this was around the wartime. Okay, my delicious little babies, with Russia and Ukraine. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, I've come to the conclusion that who must be spying on me? It's got to be the government. It's got to be somebody like that, my delicious little baby. It's got to be. And for others now, there we are, should be damn ashamed of themselves, there we are, because they're in on it. There we are, in on it. Okay, this is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And I know who you are. There we are, I know who you are. And I'm disgusted. You know what I mean? What have I done to anybody? What have I done to yourselves? I haven't done anything at all. And you're done knowing that now. And I know that you're going to, there we are, see this video. So see it good. And look at me good. I'm disgusted. Absolutely. There's no need to do this to myself at all. But whoever, because, you know, you have to look at how much these are getting paid, there we are, to be watching me now. And just to let you know, my delicious little babies, it's gone from, what is it? So they spy on me. I even have it on the bus where it has different, I should have kept my tickets to show you, my delicious little babies, okay? So that sometimes they have different, like when I mention Hawk, so it's Hawk. Then for some strange reason, open. Okay, that was another one, okay? Then you've got, what was the other one? Wept. Okay, my delicious babies, this is what they do. This is how they play, there we are, mind games. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes, so it's gone from that. Then they have the carrier bags. Then they have the takeaways. And then it went to the Red Bull. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm clocking it all, isn't it? Yes. So the thing is now, if one's new, there we are, which some do, what is in the Red Bull, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want to be drinking it, my delicious babies, do you know what I mean? Just like the Pepsi Max, by the way. I've seen that on, you know, these massive adverts, you know, yeah. Do you know what I mean? With Mariah Carey, yeah. I'm clocking, there we are, everything. I did a bread video, you know, when I was doing my video, and, you know, my beautiful dear little neighbours, not in that way, but the dear little husband-to-be, he was making some bread for it, because his beautiful little wife was to be, you know, was at work, and, you know, because they both work full-time, and, but he brought me some bread very kindly, that, you know, that he'd, you know, baked for his family, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? What do I start seeing everywhere, my delicious little babies? Check this out. Greggs. So in our England, my delicious little babies, we have this shop. There we are, this bakery shop called Greggs, okay, where you can buy one of the famous ones is sausage rolls, and then you can buy, you know, like buns, cakes, all different things now, sandwiches, some, you know, pizzas, pies, you know, that sort of thing now. Yes, okay, it's all pastries. Anyway, so what was the scene everywhere? Greggs. I tell you what, they're quick on the mark, you know. Just like I did a video months and months ago, and I put on a T-shirt. It was only like one of these little cheaper T-shirts, you know what I mean? But it said Vogue, 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 Vogue. You see what I mean? Next minute, you know now, who's on the front of Vogue? That putrid Jill Biden in Born in the USA. You know what I mean? Just like to do with the stamps. You know, that's Elensky. Next thing you know now, stamps are made. Then we got the full stop. Oh, yeah. I was following, there we are, everything now, do you see what I mean? But what has disgusted me most than anything is that I've done nothing wrong to anybody as far as I'm concerned. I've done nothing wrong at all. I speak my mind. There we are. I'm a woman with a view. I shall have my effing view, do you see what I mean? But when I haven't done anything wrong, right, what right has anybody got to spy on me? What is it now? They're wondering where, there we are, I get my information from. Well, I get it from Spirit, plus the fact that I look at videos, I decide which ones I'm going to advertise, okay? And I'm always happy when, there we are, when everybody's numbers go up. Do you see what I mean, okay? All I like to do, there we are, is highlight things now. That's all I like to do, my delicious little babies. I see absolutely nothing on this earth, and that doesn't mean yes. Do you know what I mean? I see nothing wrong, okay, with what I'm doing at all. So what is it? They're trying to spot to see where I go. Is that what it is now then? But everybody's in on it, there we are, and this is what has really peed me off. Do you know what I mean? And then rewind and start again. One's wonder, see, stumbling there, why I do not trust, isn't it now? Never mind that others must not trust myself. Up there's with that now then. Do you see what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, somebody's, there we are, well on the ball here. Seems to be, whatever I say. Do you know what I mean? They'll take bits and pieces out of, there we are, what I say. Yes, okay? For some of you who are new to watching me, my delicious little babies, you're going to look at this video and you're going to think this woman is bonkers, crackers and crazy. You know what I mean? Like the lift doesn't go up to top floor, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? No. I can tell you now, there we are, I'm well on the ball. Do you see what I mean? But the only ones who'd be able to afford to pay all of these little ants now, okay? Because that's what it is. It's like ants, like in the summer, and you cannot leave anything sweet because you just have all the little ants gathering. Do you see what I mean? That's what it's like, my delicious little babies. So the only way, okay, we have to look at it. Maybe for most of them, they need the ka-ching, 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 okay, I get it. Off my back, there we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? But if they need it, then just be done having it. But as far as I'm concerned, I just want to know the real reason why for all of this. But the only ones in my mind, my noddle, who could afford to pay all of these has got to be the government. Or something, like that. My delicious little babies, because I do not know anybody else who would be able to, continuously ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching with that outlay. My delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? But it seems to be, and I repeat again, to do with all of this, to do with the war. There we are, and everything else now. This is what it seems to be to do with. That's the only, thoughts that I can come up with, my delicious little babies, because I do not know any other reason why. But if I get something, there we are, from spirits, that's what I get. So therefore, I cannot help that. Do you know what I mean? So what am I meant to do? Keep my trap shut? Because I'm not going to do that. Do you see what I mean? Okay? And I'm just done saying it. But yeah, I'm really flipping damn well disgusted. I really am. To be treated like this, and where there we are, ones are in on it and they know. That's even worse, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? Disgust me, man. But ones need to really be on the ball now, because when Mr. Gaddafi, there we are, comes in, okay? And of course, who I knew, God love him, and God love Mr. Gaddafi, okay? The fact of the matter is, there we are, we've got a serious problem here. There we are, we have got a serious problem. And I repeat again, for us down here, you don't see everything, but believe you me, where our dear loved ones are and everything, yes, they can see flipping damn well everything. Oh yes, they can. Do you see what I mean? Okay? And this is what I feel certain now, and not a larking. Do you know what I mean? But they weren't manned using others. There we are, for I even say it. They weren't manned using others. Could be readers, could be anything. Do you know what I mean? Okay? So that they can get the news. Do you know what I mean? To keep, there we are, others gripped to their seats. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? There we are. And that is what this is about. My delicious little babies. But what I want to know is, number one, how much ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching are these getting paid? Okay? Off my back. There we are, off my back. Okay? And number two, why? Well, really, that should be number one. Why? Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? You know? And I repeat again, if you was in my shoes to see what I've been going through, I'm not so sure that you'd be feeling so happy, my delicious little babies, okay? And even though there's most days where I can keep a level head, there's other days where, you know what I mean, I just flip. Do you understand what I mean? Because it pees me off. Do you know what I mean, okay? I went to a shop yesterday. I'll tell you about this as well, my delicious little babies. So I went to a shop now then. And it seems that ones are wearing the colour red, white and black. There we are, red, white and black, my delicious little babies, okay? And you know that they are spying on me. Because I've got used to it now, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? I'm just damn used to it now. Do you see what I mean? I shouldn't even have to say that, my delicious little babies, but I am. So, and I could see that somebody was clocking, you know, whatever I'm buying. Do you know what I mean? And I said, oh, you know. I said, whoever it is, see, I'm stumbling now. Whoever it is, I says, you can go back and tell them what I purchased, can't you? See what I mean? So, what did I receive in return? Said to me, do you worship Satan? I said, no. I said, do you worship Satan? Do you see what I mean, my delicious babies? And as your man there, because he was a man, as he was going out the door now then, I said, it's the ones who act hurlier than hurlier. I said, are the piece of shat. I said, did you hear me good now then, isn't it? Just walked out the shop. Do you see what I mean? Don't flipping talk to myself and chat shat. You know what I mean? Do I worship Satan? No, I do not worship Satan. Do you know what I mean? But he comes into the shop now, deliberately, there we are, spying on myself. Do you know what I mean? He needs to look at his own damn dirty, filthy, effing self. My delicious little babies. I was flipping vexed about that, you know. Came out the shop now then, flipping feeling vexed, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have to feel that way. Do you know what I mean? And ones who live in glass houses shouldn't throw effing stones. Put it that way, my delicious little babies. I'm not shouting at you, my delicious little babies, but it paid me right off. And that's who, whoever it is paying to spy on, there we are, to spy on myself. And I think that now then they can talk to me the way they want. Piece of effing sharp, man. Do you know what I mean? That's the side of this, my delicious little babies, that, you know, one's putting up with. Do you see what I mean? Yes? Okay? So I'm just be done letting everybody know. But yeah, I'm disgusted about it, my delicious little babies. I'm absolutely disgusted. Yeah. Ones, there we are, know who they damn well are. Disgusted. How everybody, there we are, can be in on this. Makes me damn sick, man. Want to project in a bucket. Anyway, my delicious little babies, I'm not shouting at you, okay? But it's everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. Literally. There we are. Where I go, okay? No joke, swear down, okay? Now then, next one, my delicious little babies. So this one here, and then I'm going to be over and out. Okay, this is on YouTube, my delicious little babies. Now then, this one's come up on my feed. She's an elderly woman, my delicious little babies, okay? Yeah, so all I was doing was everybody just letting whoever it knows, there we are, my disgust. That's what I'm being done doing. Yeah. And I'm going to stay that way as well. Right, my delicious little babies. So, in the old space bar, my delicious little babies, Mary, M-E-R-R, then N-E-N-N-E, Marianne, space, Lynch, Okay, my delicious little babies, that's the uploader, okay? The video should read, and it appears to be a recent video. We are going to see something that we have never seen before, but it takes a little bit of time. Okay, my delicious little babies, so I'm just going to repeat that again for you. We are going to see something that we have never seen before, but it takes a little bit of time. This uploader, Marianne Lynch, happens to have 18.2 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies. Yeah, it's interesting to look at some of the rewind and start again. Some of the comments, my delicious little babies. I only looked at a few, okay, but it's always interesting to look at some of the comments, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? Okay. Now, finally, anyway, just to let you know, just very briefly, what she's talking about is that we are going to be going into a time, and it's ever so strange when you hear an elderly woman, God bless her, say big time. Do you know what I mean? It's something that you expect more from the younger generation, but yeah, she seems, you know, she's one of these funky, you know, in a lovely way. You know, I call it funky. She's like a funky Nana Bear. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, but you can tell if she has grandbairns, bless, you know what I mean, that she'd be a beautiful Nana Bear. Do you see what I mean? Okay, anyway, nobody was as beautiful, and that's, you know, no disrespect, but nobody was as beautiful as my beautiful little Nana Bear. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, but yeah, she's really up on it. Do you know what I mean? That's not being disrespectful to anybody else. Okay, it's just how I feel. You know what I mean? I was so truly blessed for every moment with my beautiful little nanny and granddad bear. How I love them. So I've already said good morning. You know what I mean? Yes, okay. But yeah, she's one of these nanas now, you know what I mean, who you could go and talk to, which is wonderful. Do you know what I mean? But she explains things now, do you see what I mean, which is really good, okay? So for some, there we are, they were found her video, there we are, very comforting. I think it's about 20 minutes long now, delicious little babies, but for some will find it really, there we are, comforting. Do you know what I mean? Okay, I just thought I'd mention it. This will more than likely be a one-off, okay? Now, finally, who I've mentioned before, because like I said, if he does bang out a good video, I will advertise him, okay? Like I said, with anybody not in that way, okay? This uploader happens to have 20.1 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? So he's still at 20.1 at the moment, okay? In the old space bar in YouTube, my delicious little babies, Nigel Space Watson, okay? I have mentioned him from time to time, my delicious little babies. The video should read, and it was his video from yesterday, my delicious little babies, okay? The NHS, oh yeah, the good old NHS in our old England, my delicious little babies, is full of okay, my delicious little babies, so I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? The NHS is full of, okay, my delicious little babies. Now I'm going to close my book. Let's go forward, okay? So now my book's going to go forward, okay? So, excuse me. Yeah. And that's another thing what a lot of the spas do. They cough as they're walking past me. Yeah, they do that as well, my delicious little babies. Let's just have another sip. Now then, my delicious little babies. So, yeah. So let's talk about this now then. So Nigel's video is just over 11 minutes long, my delicious little babies, and this is an excellent video for anybody in England, my delicious little babies. Plus, there we are, anybody around the world, okay, my delicious little babies. So it's for everybody all over the world. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? To take a very good listen to now then. Please be good listening to it, and thank you. And what he's talking about is, yes, what is it? Yeah. So it seems that the ones are refusing now to take something, my delicious little babies, but everybody, they're still pushing it on innocent mankind, my delicious little babies. Let me put it that way now then. Which, of course, I'm not surprised at all. I cannot personally stand them. There's very few doctors or nurses who are like my delicious little babies, okay? And of course, there's a very good incentive, especially with the elderly homes. There we are. Okay, my delicious little babies. So, what is it? Here we go again. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Oh, yeah. Seem to be getting some nice bonuses if they can complete their tasks. You see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And Nigel, and I will say God bless, there we are, has just done saying it, which of course, you know, for those of us who have been, there we are, over all of these months, been talking about this, my delicious little babies, okay? And of course, you know, there's been very little, you know, who I spoke to, who, you know, would even listen to myself. Do you see what I mean? I was talking the bullshit, and they believed that what they were doing was really good, you know, because the putrid government, you know what I mean, all over the world, you know, we're doing them a favour. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But of course, you know, it turns out now that this is not the case. So yeah, they're getting paid so much, which I've known, there we are, long time. Ding, 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 ching, ching, ching. Do you see what I mean? For each one, my delicious little babies of mankind. Do you see what I mean? But of course, these ones, the old doctors and nurses now, it appears that they do not want to play, there we are, ball, my delicious little babies, but they don't mind, let's just say, with another ball, let's just say doing something else now then. With no skin on the boat races, do you see what I mean? Old-fashioned Jamaicans saying, my delicious little babies, you know, because they want to keep the jobs, which it's all common sense anyway. I've known this, there we are, ding, ding, dong, dong, long time. But of course, nobody wants to believe me. We'll take a listen for yourself. And he gives, you know, what Nigel does is he gives the figures. Okay, my delicious little babies, he gives the figures now. Do you see what I mean, okay? Because, of course, I'm not always believed. And in case, you know, and my videos are not really ever really watched. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? But, yeah, this appears to be the problem here. But, like I say, they're quite happy to keep the jobs. I've been done saying it long time before Nigel or anybody ever done, do you know, videos. Do you know what I mean? I do not need to look at anybody else's video now to tell myself, because I already know this. Nobody knows everything, but mark my words, there we are, I know enough now. Do you see what I mean, okay? And of course, you know, the proof, old-fashioned saying, is in the pudding, and we're seeing it, my delicious little babies, there we are, on a daily basis, okay? And there's so many at the moment, coughs, sniffles, everything, my delicious little babies. I wonder why that is. I mean, I forgot to tell you that as well. So please, please listen to Nigel Watson's video on YouTube if you can, please, and thank you, my delicious babies. Because if nobody believes myself, they may believe, you know, others when I advertise other videos. They may believe them. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, rather than myself. Do you see what I mean? But I've just been done saying it long time. But anyway, very lastly, I was talking to, forgot to tell you this. She's a pursed woman. She's only young, God bless her. You know, she's one of these really trendy post women. Yes, okay. And she's, you know, she's a cool dude. Do you understand? Not in that way, not in that way. She's a cool dude. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, you don't see a lot of them like that, you know, with the women. But you know, God bless. But yeah, and I seen her some weeks ago. I said, are you doing around, you know, around here now then, you know, because I was out walking with my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday, because my beautiful and delicious little Maisie Moo can walk herself. And anyway, she turned around to Jess and she said, I've just been getting over a very, very nasty chest infection, my delicious little baby. So anyway, I suggested to her, she still had a little bit of it left, and I suggested to her, you know, suggestions what to take. You know what I mean, my delicious babies, and of course for the next bout, because very sadly there will be, very sadly, and that's not me being negative, my delicious babies. And I happened to say to her, I said, did you, at the time, I said, I'm sorry to have to ask you, my little lovely. And I says, but did you, at the time, take anything? She went, oh yes, I took one. My delicious babies, I asked her which one it was. Okay, I'll just say F. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes, and ends with an R. Okay, my delicious little babies, I miss out the P. You know what I mean? Because we don't need the P, do we, my delicious little babies, okay? Although, you know, these take the effing P. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, and I explained it to her. And God bless her beautiful, dear little soul. Not in that way, not in that way. But she had the look of shock. There we are, horror. On a birth trace, on her face, my delicious little babies, when I was talking to her. And she said, it's ever so strange. She said, because prior to any of this, she never used to suffer with chest infections or anything. But she said she felt so ill, and she's only young. I'd probably say, what is she, about 25, 26, something like that. She's only young. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little baby? So, you know, the story continues, and not a very nice story, my delicious little babies, do you see? But I did make, like I just said, I'll repeat again, some suggestions of what to take. Do you see? But this is the world we're living in, my delicious little babies, at the moment. No thanks to we know who and a little putrid little lackeys. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so very sadly, we have to watch it because we've got no other choice. I mean, I always believe that for anything that's put out, there is a cure. I do believe that. It's just finding it. Do you see what I mean? Because let's face it, certain are not going to volunteer it now, are they, my delicious little babies? Do you see what I mean? Because that's not part of the setup here. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, that's the end of my video. But I just thought I'd mention all that. But yeah, so it's just going to continue now, isn't it? You see what I mean? And just one last thing. On the 3rd of December, my delicious babies, I forgot to mention this in my video. It was ever so strange because I had my beautiful little Ruby Tuesday, my beautiful little Maisie Moo, and of course I also feed little pussy cats as well, you know, and there's one who comes, little black and white one. He looks like, I call him Colonel Mustard, I don't know. He is sweet looking, you know what I mean, okay? But he likes to come to man to come and have something to eat, okay? You know, he seems to come, you know, 3 or 4 times a day. You know, waits on the wall, you know, for me to come and bring something out to him, okay? Occasionally, he's actually stepped into my flat, okay? And of course, little Rubes, God bless. She will never hurt him, but she just sees him off, you see what I mean, okay? But, you know, he comes in as if to say, you know, do you notice me? You know, I want feeding, do you know what I mean, okay? And, but for some strange reason on that morning, they were all acting really strange, my delicious little babies, for some strange reason. And that was from the early hours of the morning. It's like they were very unsettled. And that was on the 3rd of December, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? Okay? And they're all just acting all, I feel, differently. Because, of course, we must remember our beautiful little babies, you know what I mean? They can see and they know that we are far more. And when Gaddafi came into me, getting back to this now then, my beautiful little Ruby Tuesday was growling. My delicious little babies, do you see what I mean? And when I was listening to this video, she was growling. Do you see? She was letting me know. She was going, do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Do you see that something's not right? And it was to do, there's something in that video. And that's why Mr. Gaddafi came. And that's why our dear, who I used to know, God bless, why he came. Do you see what I mean? So they're letting me know something, but it's all in that particular video, my delicious little babies. And anyway, on that note, so I'm going to go, okay? So have a super duper delicious time wherever you are in the world, okay? So much love. Thank you once again for listening, okay? Much love. I wasn't shouting at any of you, my delicious little babies, okay? But it's just that some things now is enough. There we are, to drive you around the effing bend. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But of course, we have to watch this. There we are, play out. I'm sure that eventually, whoever it is, will let me go about my own business now then, but I'm not really feeling it. There's nothing across my shoulders right now, so this is clearly, there we are, for even say it, going to continue for just a little bit longer. Do you know what I mean? Well, I hope that for each and every one of them, that they're getting, there we are, great pleasure, and you know, they're managing to get whatever information it is that they want. You know, I hope that they're enjoying this, you know what I mean, because I certainly have not been. Okay, my delicious little babies, anyway. So, God bless. Until my next video, you all just take care now, and please try to take care of others, okay? Please look after yourselves now, yes? And if it gets colder, please wrap up warm, okay? Make sure that you're warm, okay? So much love. God bless. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye.